Good afternoon, my dear fellow sausage smugglers. How we doing? Sorry for not getting this out sooner. This should have come out 8 hours ago, give or take. Oh, fucking well, shit happens. You know, I had to fucking talk to Vinny. I had to go up to Petey and fucking... All right, let's get into this. So what the fuck happened today, Astro? You were wrong. What's funny is that this line that we drew from either yesterday's update or the day before that is still being held to. This exact curve that I illustrated is still in play. Also, SPY absolutely fucking kicked the bucket and took a one-way trip to fucking hell. SPY was down 1.5% today, which real quick, people are so privy to misunderstanding why SPY going down is so bad. Negative beta, whatever else. Not even in the sense of like, oh, but negative beta means that if the SPY goes down, AMC and GME go up. No, it's 1.5%, meaning of the collection of all 500 companies composed in this index fund have lost 1.5% value based on their weightings. This represents the American economy. This even represents the global economy. This represents everything, even down to individual employees who are working. 1.5% of value, whether it's literal value or implicit value, disappeared in a day. Everything up until this point of the S&P 500's index fund version flavor thing, the SPY, being traded, has lost 1.5% of its value. That's what that means. So don't clap. Now, because of this, back to tangent mode, some people also don't understand that when major indices go down, everything either composed in them or within them will come down, typically because of that. So when the global economy loses 1.5% of its value, and now you're ready to be like, oh, he's wrong. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking fuck. That's why every time I do a fucking forecast, every fucking time I say, this is what it should do, but if it doesn't, it's probably going to be because of SPY. You start cheering about shit, even though I fucking clearly fucking stated, I did a preamble of the only reason why this would go down is if this, then that. And guess what happened? Okay. So anyhow, that's primarily why we went down today. And good news, though. Fuck my life. We've been in an accumulation all day. We have a similar setup as well to this entire movement. These would be fractals, actually. You can see the same curvature taking place. If I go to the 5 minute, I think it was. Yeah, identical curvature. But where that puts us on the macro time frames, because that's really what matters. Another little side note. Anytime you see these slow, like constant downward or constant upward days, it's just building a bigger fractal. That's basically fucking goddamn it. I just did it. I just fucking did it, and I knew I was going to. Fuck. Okay. Essentially, what's happening is you have an illustration of a fractal part, right? If we're doing one of these, we'll call it an ascending wedge. And I don't know, we'll say that we're up to here in time. So we start the day right smack dab in the middle of this V. Throughout the whole day, if this is like the one-day chart, your chart would look like this. Shit. Fuck. Right? And so the takeaway is that if the majority of your day looks like this, the illustration I just did, and you see that in the macro, you're here, that's what it's doing. That's your 1 minute candles creating the illustration of the 5 minute, and then your 5 minute is creating an illustration of your 1 hour, blah, 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 all nested inside of each other. So it's just it's like a a set of pixels, I guess is the best way to think of it. If you were to zoom into a set of pixels, your image would be less coherent. But as you zoom out, you're like, oh, and then you realize that what you were zoomed into was the granular version of what your bigger picture was depicting. So let's get back to this. On the bigger time frames, though, I think the 2 hour is where I wanted to be. Yeah. So the 2 hour. No, it was the 4 hour. 4 hour? No, not even that. Was it the 1? No. Fuck it. On the 1 hour, though, it looks like our nearest bottom would be about 1650. And you would see a pattern like that. So not great. I imagine this is what tomorrow is going to produce. But after that, looking at the macro of things, that's actually where you have a major, not only a support, but in terms of the Wyckoff sniper, that's where you see a lot of residual price action taking place. I'm going to speed this shit back up. Jimbo still hugging his accumulation or distribution bands, speed lines, whatever. On the 15-minute, he's still forming a spring. Pretty reminiscent of just a giant accumulation taking place, or reaccumulation rather. I mean, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow doesn't look too eventful. I think Jimbo will also see the same event of a spring like that and something like that. Let's see. Speed lines are also starting to really bundle up again, both accumulation and distribution. SPY fucking shit itself. Speed line accumulation, or speed line. Fucking, I'm so tired. Speed lines are compressing together at the accumulation level. Whippy words. So today or tomorrow, fucking Friday, April 23rd looks pretty meh. I wouldn't be surprised if we see SPY go all the way to 430. Actually, how are futures doing? Yeah, futures are dog shit. This shit about to go down. With where futures are at currently, SPY would open at 437. So, yeah. Kind of shitty. Monday. All right, I'm out of here.